Hi, my name is Pastor Bob, and I'm the senior pastor at the Christian Living Bible Institute. So you've decided to act on your calling and become a pastor or minister. This is really, really blessed news. See, I truly believe that there are more people that have it on their heart to serve, but for one reason or another, they never seem to take action. And I know this sure makes the devil happy. But for some reason, God led you here today, and I'm sure you have probably dozens of questions going through your mind right now. This is what this program is all about, to teach you a little bit about that, to show you some of the questions. You might want to know, how do I become a pastor? How do I become a minister? What's the difference? Do I have to go to a seminary school? What about these online ordination programs? Are they legal? Are they real? Are they Christian? What about just being a real, true Christian pastor or a Christian minister? You see, the Bible teaches us that every single child of God is a priest, okay? And there's only one high priest, and that is Jesus Christ. See, if you read in 1 Peter, it says, we are chosen as a race, okay? We are people that are claimed by God to proclaim the triumphs of Him, okay? In essence, that passage in 1 Peter chapter 2 tells us that we should all share the good news of the gospel. But does that mean we need to be pastors or ministers? Because if we read in Ephesians 4, we know that we could read, and He gave some as apostles, and some as prophets, and some as evangelists, and some as pastors and teachers. So if you simply want to share the gospel, then just go and do it, because that's one thing we are all supposed to do. Now, what about going into teaching? If you have that calling and you just want to know if this is the right thing for you, what exactly is a minister? What's the difference between an ordained minister and an ordained pastor? Now, throughout the Bible, we could find the word minister, but it is often used as a verb, meaning to care for someone. In Colossians, we find the word minister, and if you look at the original Greek, that word minister means a servant, sort of like a waiter, but it could also mean a Christian teacher and pastor. Now, when we look at different Bible verses and different versions of the Bible, the word pastor actually comes from the Greek word, which it means shepherd, okay? This is a person who is here to protect and to guide and watch over. It also tends to the needs of others. It could also mean someone who is in charge, like a superintendent, like a shepherd is in charge of that flock. So in essence, both pastor and minister could really mean the same thing. And I consider a pastor someone who helps others regards to the Bible, a preacher. So why then do we need to be an ordained minister? Well, let's take a look at that question. In order to preach and serve our Lord, it is very important to have a real strong education about His Word, the Bible. Now, the Bible also says that a minister or pastor is someone who is above reproach. That means they will not bring disgrace to the title of pastor or teacher or minister. You must also be someone who manages their own household, can teach, and is not a new convert. So the Bible's telling us we can't be new, and we can't be someone who's going to disgrace us. And the Bible also tells us that we need to obey the laws of our land. Okay? And in this country, the United States, in order to start your own ministry or be a church or do weddings, prison ministry or hospital ministries, you must be licensed or ordained. So now we know why ministers and pastors attend seminary, is because they want to get the education so they can be above reproach and prove that they're not new converts. So when we think of ordained pastors and ordained ministers or licensed ministers, those two terms pretty much go back and forth. As Christians, they should be someone who has proven that they have a strong biblical knowledge and are not just new Christians. And that's why a seminary should take a couple years to prove that you understand the Word and you're above reproach and you're not a new Christian. So, in the Christian faith, okay, all Christians, can someone be ordained online? Well, yes and no. Now, can they attend an online seminary and after completion of the required coursework become ordained? Yeah, I think that is a definite yes, because that is a great tool. That allows more and more people to become knowledgeable about the Bible, and this is a great tool, and it's much more affordable than traditional seminaries. Now, what about those online ordinations where you pay a fee and the next day you're an ordained minister or an ordained pastor or a licensed minister, or they call you a bishop of anything? They may be legal, but I don't think it's biblical. I don't believe any Christian could prove to them that they're above reproach by paying a fee and the next day being licensed as a minister. I don't think that's where to go. So if you're really ready to act on your calling, there's a couple things I'd like you to do. First, I want you to check out our seminary. It's Christian Living Bible Institute, and you can find it at www.christianlivingbibleiinstitute.org. But I want you to check other seminaries. And after you look around at some other seminaries, I want you to go to one special website. It's called www.howtobecomeapastor.com. Okay? Go to howtobecomeapastor.com. And there we have some downloads to help you choose a seminary, but we have something really special. You see, we created the Christian Living Bible Institute because we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and went into debt on our education. That's not really biblical, and nowhere in the Bible does it say we should go into debt. So we put together a course that is very cost effective. As a matter of fact, the entire 60 credit program is only $1,800. But we've done that one more step because our goal is to have 10,000 people who are pastors and serving our Lord. So what we've done, we've taken another step, because we don't want people to go into debt to become a pastor. That's not right. We just want them to understand the Bible. That's the most important. Have a solid biblical understanding, and you should be able to serve. So what we've done is we've taken the entire coursework, all 60 credits, and we digitized them. Okay? We put them together on CDs. So instead of getting these books and books and books, you're getting a couple CDs. And by doing that, we're able to take almost 85% off the tuition. And anybody can afford that. So go to howtobecomeapastor.com, download your free pastor guide, how to choose a seminary guide, and don't forget, when you're ready, come back and you can become a pastor. And some people take the course in a little 3 months, but most people takes a year to 2 years to finish it up. But depending on how well you know the Bible and how much you put into it, you could be a true Christian pastor in just a few short months. Again, my name is Pastor Bob. I'm with the Christian Living Bible Institute. Please visit howtobecomeapastor.com. God bless you on your wondrous, blessed journey.